So for any of you guys that have been at Aquashella and saw us at Aquashella with our doing the contest there in Chicago this past month, almost 2 months ago now, you know, you guys have seen this tank in person, some of you guys, and some of you guys didn't get to see this tank at all, but you probably have seen it throughout other people's pages and videos. You've seen this tank. So yeah, this is the tank we did, and so we were the only ones that ended up taking our tank home successfully. Everybody else usually auctioned them off or either, you know, took them apart. So we were the only ones that actually got our tanks home and actually kept the scape and all. So we were able to keep it all intact. So our scape, we just kind of heavily wrapped it, and it's been sitting in one of my friend's apartments where he's here in St. Louis that we're gonna be keeping this tank in. Obviously, I don't have room personally for a tank like this, so we gave this tank to him to also the one that also helped to create this tank as well. So he's gonna be taking care of this tank going forward. And so I'll definitely, every time I'm here, I'll definitely give you guys a little bit of a update and show you guys the progress. But I just want to show you guys today, we actually built a stand for it that I'll show later on this video too. Once it's filled up again, we have the filtration on it and all. And then we'll put CO2 on here as well to do all the regular stuff. But so yeah, this is actually it's essentially a 90p, just made by Fluval, so it still has kind of a thicker black rim and black silicone, but still a really nice rimless tank. Right now we have some Fluval lights running on it from the contest, but we'll eventually upgrade that to probably something nicer, like a UNS light, ONF, like something a little bit nicer that will really make this tank pop even more than it already is. But just want to show you guys this escape and how it's updated. So all the Bucephalangia, you know, if you guys saw this in person or not, you know how plant heavy we went with this, especially with the Bucephalangia. We did a bunch of different species. I think I had about maybe a dozen or so species of Bucephalangia, maybe a little bit more in here throughout it. So you can see throughout the wood and all the growth in here. So this has all been actually just immersed growth, so you can obviously see like it's all immersed. This has just been covered up and been sprayed every day, and keeping everything moist. But once we flood it, obviously it's gonna change form again. But yeah, it actually looks really sick at the moment with just immersed form. A lot of the stems look really sweet. You can see a lot of Bacopi, Luigia. You see a lot of the Nubias. Looks really good. Then we got some of the dwarf hairgrass down here. Some of the Ricardia still in here. We did a little bit. We didn't put much in here. Got some of the cooler plants just all around. But yeah, everything's doing good. But yeah, we'll get it filled today. And on the stand, we got the stand out there. We made a really nice, made out of 4x4 post, stained it in a dark walnut color, so it's gonna look really nice. It's actually gonna sit right here. And eventually, like I said, we'll have a pendant light over it, so all this immersed growth will have species of Mycosorum growing at the top here, so we're going to do a lot more work to it. But yeah, so we got the tank all on the stand now. So this is the stand that I mentioned that we built for it, so we stained it a nice dark color. It's actually a walnut color, so it was all built out of 4x4 post, and then really simple stand actually. I should have actually filmed a video on it because it's actually a really simple stand. It looks really nice at the end of the day too. But yeah, really simple though. 4x4 post, and then 2x4s. We just basically centered them up on here just to give a little bit of back detail. And these, the top plate is actually flush. That was a little more my mistake. Originally it was actually supposed to overhang just a little bit for even more detail, but I didn't factor in the overhang when I was building it, so we just left it like that. But it still looks actually really good. Obviously it's all flushed up on all the edges, so still turned out really nice. And then there'll be a light, just like in all my stands I do, there'll be a light underneath there, so it'll light up underneath so you can see stuff under here. But yeah, we got it all up on the stand. Again, all fleshed up to the side. And we got the plants the bigger plants all up and planted here. So basically the main plan would be basically have a pendant light, so there'll be a railing that would go on the side here, and we'll probably do like a Titan one or something like that above the tank, something that's going to be really nice and light up this tank a lot better, and it'll actually show the coloration in these plants a lot better. Right now from the Fluval contest from Chicago, obviously we got to take home the Fluval equipment, so the 3.0s work for now, but we'll definitely do a pendant, so these plants up here are getting plenty of light, and they'll visually look nicer too when there's no lights, you know, in the way of the tank itself either. so it'll just hang right above there. And then yeah, the canister, like the flipple will probably stay on here for now, but it'd be cool to, you know, just to make it look nicer now that, you know, this is kind of an open concept stand. Do like an 80 super jet, and then of course we'll have we will put CO2 on here too, so it'll be a brand new stainless steel cylinder down there too for the CO2, so everything will just visually look nice underneath as well. And like I said, there'll be a light that'll hook up underneath and it'll shine down, just to kind of light up the stand and give it some nice look to it, make it look a little more high end. But yeah, we got it all filled up. So, and again, we'll probably change out these for lily pipes eventually down the road. We're just using basically what we were given, so we'll eventually upgrade slowly everything on this tank. But yeah, everything looks pretty good. We did add some, went through and actually added some Ricardia, which was one kind of original plan. We did do a lot of Bucephalandra, added some more species, more hairgrass. We actually replaced the sand because they had Carib Sea Sunset Gold, I believe, was down here. So this sand, but this is 80 La Plata, so it looks a lot nicer. Fits the look of this tank a lot better. The other one was just two of a tan color, just looked a little off. But yeah, everything here, yeah, we actually, the filter outlet actually hides behind there, which is actually kind of nice. I'm not gonna lie, I think it would be actually cool to keep that how it is, and then like maybe just replace that as the glass pipes, because that's going to be more showing than anything. But then we'll have the CO2 come up this side, so we'll actually probably move the canister to this side, put the CO2 right here, and the CO2 come down on this side, because now the flow is blowing that way. When the CO2 kind of comes up, it'll just kind of be pushed out this way, which is what we want. So I want that disperse of CO2 as best as possible. But yeah, it's looking pretty good. So yeah, every time I come up here to St. Louis, I'll have to update you guys every time on this, because of course it's gonna definitely look different every single time, because it's gonna be so much more grown in. But the nice thing about this tank is the ferns will definitely grow in a lot, but you know, over time it's gonna take a little bit for these Bucephalandras to really fill in nicely. But all these species, it'll be nice to just engulf this whole log eventually, and then all these different species, when they start establishing and really get their true colors, the tank's gonna look pretty nice. But yeah, we're definitely happy with it. It's cool because, like I said, nobody else brought their tank home. Everybody pretty much auctioned their tank off, and then or the tank just got tore down and stuff like that. So I think we're the only ones that actually successfully attempted and brought it home and actually kept this, you know, the scape intact as well, because our scape was a little different. You know, it's not very, it was still heavy, but it wasn't as crazy, you know, mainly just wood and some rock in the foreground, so it wasn't, you know, as heavy as probably some of the other scapes you guys saw. So yeah, this would be pretty cool. So it'd be awesome to keep up to you guys on a contest tank from Chicago, one of the Aquashella tanks. So I don't think, I really don't know, even in the past years, I don't know if anybody else has really kept their tank and actually physically kept it going and updated you, and actually kept updates on it, and actually, you know, kept everybody up to date and what it looked like. So yeah, just follow me on Instagram at JJ Aquariums, because I'll definitely be posting on there as I get pictures as well sent to me, and then yeah, when I come here and actually film videos and actually give you guys physical updates. But hopefully next time you guys do see it, or if I see it, we'll have, you know, maybe we'll have the actual light on it, and upgrade some of the few other things, and it'll look a lot nicer, even better next time you guys see it. So yeah, let me know what you guys think, and yeah, it'll be fun to see how this thing evolves over time.